Welcome to another food adventure with Getting Lost. Today we are at Ghim Moh Food Centre because Ghim Moh has a lot of good food. Good food like this, and this. So, like these people here, after a hard day of work, we deserve our meal. So let's get to it and let's eat! How to get there? So, from Buona Vista MRT station on the east-west line, which is the green one, once you get out the gantry, you just walk straight, you will see an escalator going down. This is towards exit A, so take the escalator down. Yes, just take the escalator down. The escalator only goes either up or down, so just take the one going down, I guess. Anyway, so this is Buona Vista MRT station, okay, and this is the one with the green line, which is the east-west line. Okay, so this is exit A. Okay, once you get down, you turn left. Okay, when you turn left, you see there's actually a covered walkway. Just walk along the covered walkway. Okay, and as you can see, there's another stairs going up here. We can take these stairs, or we can just continue walking straight, which for this trip, that's what we're doing. We're going to walk straight into a tunnel. Yes, a tunnel. An underground tunnel actually, and an underground pedestrian tunnel. Anyway, just keep walking until you reach the end of the tunnel. Okay, just keep walking out. As you can see, until here is still a covered walkway. Okay, after that you turn left. I said turn left, and then you turn back. Okay, because we're gonna head towards the covered walkway over on that direction, so you need to take the stairs up. So what you do is you take the stairs until you're facing the main road. You see all the cars zooming by. Okay, after this, when you reach the main road, you turn right, and the covered walkway is just right in front of you. So yeah, the underground tunnel is also called an underpass because you pass under. Okay, anyway, so as we are walking into this covered walkway, as you can see, this is actually just recently built. Okay, and we just keep walking. Yeah, this walkway is recently built, so it's not fully completed yet. I think they may need to extend it a bit, widen it a bit. So let's get out of the way of the cyclists and walk until the end of the covered walkway. The end here, as you can see, is a traffic light. What we're going to do is when we cross the road over here, we just need to wait for the traffic light. Wait for the at the pedestrian crossing here. Yep. All right. It's now the green man, blinking green man. So we just need to cross here. As you can see from the road sign, we're actually going to turn. We're actually on Ghim Moh Road. So once you reach here, you turn right, and you just walk along this road, which is Ghim Moh Road. Just keep walking straight along this road, and as you can see here, they also built a covered walkway here so that you will be sheltered just in case it rains. Okay, and the strange structure you see in front of you is actually a bird sanctuary, which at the moment is not operating, but I would guess that when it's operating, there will be lots of birds there. Okay, just keep walking straight. When you are walking straight, you will pass a bus stop. So those of you who does have buses coming to this area here, you can stop at this bus stop. Okay. If not, just keep walking straight. Okay, keep walking straight. As you can see, there is now a junction here. You need to cross this junction. People normally would turn in here to go to the multi-story car park. But when we are not driving, we are walking, so we just keep walking straight. Walking straight. Walking straight. As you can even see, the car park is full. Because one thing about Ghim Moh, it's packed for lunch. During lunchtime, it gets packed. All the seats are occupied. You will have to share table with people. That's how packed it is. And I think it will start being, we have difficulty finding seats from I think 12 onwards. Anyway, we just keep walking straight. And as you keep walking straight, there's another turning here, which also is to another car park, which is also full. Okay, there's a car turning in here, so let's get the car turning first. Okay, as you can see, the car park here is also full. Okay, one thing that's good for food centers business is they need to have lots and lots of car park lots. If you have a big car park next to the food center will do quite well, because people who drive will come here from different parts of the island to have lunch. Okay. And over there, I think is a community center with a clock tower. Anyway, we're not going there, so we turn left. And when you turn left, right in front of you is Ghim Moh Food Centre. This is one of the better food centers, I think the top 5 in Singapore. So let's go in there and get eating. Yes, let's get in there and get eating. Let's go and eat. The first place here is called Viet Thai Food. Basically because Vietnam and Thailand, their food is quite similar, just that the spiciness level may be different. But what I'm ordering here is actually the dry noodles. This is actually, besides pho, which is very popular worldwide, this is another noodle that I find is quite interesting and quite delicious. The one I chose here is more of a vegetarian style, because they had a spring roll. Instead of putting meat inside, they also have one where they put with roast meat. Okay, so basically what you have your vermicelli noodles. It is dry. You put in your herbs, you put in peanuts, you put in your meats. You have your cucumber, you have your bean sprouts, And then what you put in there, instead of sauce, you use the Vietnamese chili sauce. Yeah, they also put in carrots in there too. So the Vietnamese chili sauce, if you have eaten it before, is a clear reddish sauce that you can actually you eat it with your spring rolls. So they use that sauce itself as the base to flavor all the noodles. And as you can see, let me go and show you. Yep, that's how the sauce is like. And surprisingly, it goes well. It goes well with the noodles. It coats all the noodles. It gives you a sweet and spicy sauce for the noodles, and then it is also healthy. For these noodles itself, no meat, so it's quite healthy. And then with chili, if those people who like the kick spiciness, this is quite good because there's chili inside here. And overall, looks simple but tastes great. If you have, next time you go to any Vietnamese store, try ordering this. You'll find that it's a nice alternative to pho, and it's actually quite delicious. And this shop itself does make this dish very well. If you are here, I highly recommend you to try. Really, really good. A favorite Singaporean breakfast is actually called Chwee Kueh, and you can buy it from this store itself. This is the Ghim Moh Chwee Kueh store. It's a very traditional breakfast lah. So not many people nowadays eat it, and not many places sell this anymore. but when you can find it, you can try. This chwee kueh itself is slightly different in the sense that this chwee kueh is more savory than sweet or sour. So basically, I think they have a lot of preserve, salty preserve, maybe shrimp or seafood or something like that, where they actually put it on top of the chwee kueh itself. So it gives it a very, even though the sauce is very little, it does give it a lot of kick. So you don't need to have much sauce, and it's not very oily because they put in very little sauce. And so it's for those people who likes this kind of thing. It's a slightly different interpretation in the sense that it's more savory, and overall it's okay, but I prefer the other type. And next up is actually one of my more favorite hor fun shops in Singapore. Okay, so basically what happens is the guy behind there, he actually is cooking up all the sauce, all the hor fun, everything, making sure everything is nice, whereas the guy in front is actually plating your dish. So they make sure that every single item is actually well seasoned and well flavored, and then when you put it all together, it makes a very good dish. Here I ordered beef hor fun. Okay, normally sometimes if you go to certain stores, when you order beef hor fun, you eat the hor fun, which is the rice noodle, and sometimes the rice noodle is under flavored, then it's not enough sauce, not enough maybe not enough seasoning. The sauce itself may be good, but then the noodles itself is not flavored, so it's just normal boiled noodles. But here they cook everything individually and then they plate it together at one. So the noodles itself is well seasoned, salty enough with flavor, and then you have the sauce itself, which is very with egg, the egg, and then with all the stock and everything that makes it very delicious. And then the beef itself is also well flavored. So everything on the dish itself is all good. And if you are here, this is for me one of the must-eat items when you come to this food center. This beef hor fun, or you prefer fish, you can order fish, you can order with prawn, but this is one of the better dishes here. Thank you very much for joining me at Ghim Moh Food Centre. This is, like I said, one of the top 5 popular food centers in Singapore. If you do come here during lunchtime, be prepared to queue, because a lot of the food here have long queues and you will have to queue up to eat the food. Anyway, this food center has only been recently renovated, I think last year, so everything still looks nice and clean. So I hope you come down here and eat the food, and if you do, you won't regret it. And if you like what you see, share, like and subscribe, and join me next time when I review more places to eat in Singapore. Bye bye.